Banging on my. That's fine. There's no time between meetings usually when we do.
Right.
That's surreal.
This might be the first one we started on time.
Oh.
I'd like to call the regular session of the Isabella County Board of Commissioners to order. Stand for the flag, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Here.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Jazinski,
Here.
Commissioner Engler,
Here.
Commissioner Marino,
Here.
Commissioner Swaney,
Here.
Commissioner Holt.
Here.
All present, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Up next will be approval of the agenda. We'll start with general public comments. We have no presentations or special reports, no appointments to boards and commissions. We will approve and place on file the consent agenda. And then committee reports, Finance and Administration Committee.
Finance and Administration Committee is all set, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Criminal Justice and County Affairs Committee.
The Criminal Justice and County Affairs Committee is all set, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Human Resources and Public Works Committee.
Human Resources and Public Works Committee is all set, Mr. Chair.
Very good. We have no intergovernmental affairs, no administrator controller issues, no unfinished business, no new business. We'll have general public comment again towards the end of the meeting and then announcements and adjournment. So with that, is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved, Jelazinski.
Support Embry.
Been moved and supported. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And so next is general public comments. Is there anyone for general public comments? One for general public comments, so we'll keep moving. Down to consent agenda, and Commissioner Embry, would you present that for us, please?
I sure can, Mr. Chair. Motion reads, move to approve and place on file the November 7th, 2023 work session minutes, the November 7th, 2023 regular meeting minutes, the November 14th, 2023 Human Resource and Public Works Committee meeting minutes, the November 14th, 2023 Criminal Justice and County Affairs Committee meeting minutes, the November 14th, 2023 Finance and Administration Committee meeting minutes, and lastly, the November 14th, 2023 Special Board of Commissioners meeting minutes.
Support.
Moved and supported to approve and place on file the consent agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, very good. Brings us down to committee reports, Finance and Administration Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Our first item is October 27th, 2023 invoice list, the November 10th, 2023 invoice list, in the adjustment list dated November 16, 2023. The motion is Move to ratify and place on file the October 27th, 2023 invoice list in the amount of $246,823.40. The November 10th, 2023 invoice list in the amount of $225,621.22. And the adjustment list dated November 16, 2023.
Support.
Been moved and supported to ratify and place on file the October 27th, 2023 invoice list, the November 10th, 2023 invoice list, and the adjustment list dated November 16th, 2023. Discussion.
So we were sent the invoice list at home to be able to look in our leisure. And then it comes before committee for review. Before that, it does go through administrative review, and finally it goes to our work session, which we had earlier this afternoon, and people had chance to review and ask any questions. And there really weren't a lot of questions on either one of the invoice lists or on the adjustment list. The items are pretty familiar. The only one that I was going to comment on, but I got lost it in the thing, was the Polo Village LLC. On the October 27th, I see they had a tax tribunal lowered value of $53,779.03. That check was returned to them. I know we see these more and more often now. I'm just wondering what the total has been, because these certainly do impact local government financing.
Yeah.
It's a matter of they appeal it, and it looks like they pretty much always get it. Any questions on any of the lists?
Being no further discussion, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yeah.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Jalzinski,
Yeah.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yeah.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
An item for the Finance and Administration Committee is the 5-year renewal lease agreement with 8 Cap. Here we go. Motion reads, move to enter into a 5-year renewal of the lease agreement with 8 Cap and authorize the board chairperson to sign the same.
Support.
Been moved and supported to enter the 5-year renewal of lease agreement with 8 Cap. Discussion.
I see we have Ms. Lori Johnson with 8 Cap with us, so I'll turn it over to you. And
Thank you for having us on board. I have to now with us with our shoes that we start early to start to
Lori, we're having a little difficulty with the audio.
Sounds like you have a sore throat.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but the voice is, I
Very low,
don't know,
very
it's
deep.
scrambled or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe Janelle can speak to this. Maybe your audio will work better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
loud and clear.
Okay. Well, hello again. As I stated earlier today in the board work session, we're asking for approval to extend our lease for the property on Preston Road, where our modular unit that houses our early Head Start classroom. We have 8 infants and toddlers in that classroom, and that classroom is always full. So we always have a waiting list there, so we have no problems filling it. So we're just looking to continue our partnership with you so we can continue to provide those valuable services to our community.
Janelle, as long as we have you here, I know that 8 Cap does more than just the Head Start. Maybe you could give us a little brief rundown of what services that 8 Cap provides.
Yeah, sure. I can definitely do my best. Lori would definitely be the one to speak more about that. But I'm in the Head Start program, so we do provide early childhood education services to pregnant women and also infants, toddlers, and preschoolers. We provide home visits and center-based services. We also have a weatherization program available. Always looking for additional clients in our communities. We also have community services programming, foster grandparents, senior companions. We have all kinds of great programs, and we're just, we're in Isabella County, but also serve Gratiot and Montcalm and Ionia as well.
Right. I think you do emergency funding
Yes,
also for.
yes,
for
yes, part
housing?
of our community services. Yes, housing, community services and housing programs, correct.
Okay, thank you.
Again, greatly appreciate what you do to provide services that are needed for people that are in a challenging situation. So thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
Any questions, comments? Yes, sir.
I just want to tell her, thank you for sticking with us.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yeah.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope. 7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you all.
Ladies.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You as well.
Third item is the Second Amendment to the Medical Examiner Services Agreement with Edward W. Sparrow. Motion reads, move to enter into the Second Amendment to the Medical Examiner Services Agreement with Edward W. Sparrow for medical examiner services for the period of January 1, 2024 through December 31, 2024, and authorize the board chair to sign the same.
Support.
Been moved and supported to enter into the Second Amendment to the Medical Examiner Services Agreement with Edward W. Sparrow. Discussion.
But we've had our disagreement with Sparrow Hospital for a number of years, and they do a very good job at taking care of the examination of the people that have passed. They are trying to bring it in-house. It was a contracted service through them, but they're trying to bring it internally. And so they've asked for a 1-year extension with a 6% increase while they determine if this is something that's feasible and for the future.
Good. Any further discussion on that? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
And the final item for the Finance and Administration Committee is the prime contract change order number 12 with Clark Construction. Motion reads, move to approve the prime contract change order number 12 with Clark Construction in net additional amount of $52,843 and authorize the board chairperson to sign the same.
Support.
It's been moved and supported to approve the prime contract change order number 12 with Clark Construction. Discussion.
We had Heidi Kendall with us from Clark Construction and laid out all the changes that occurred for this change order number 12. It included roof insulation increases in price of $3,400. The primary electrical pole was over $10,500. We saved some money with Pauly Jail because we were able to consolidate some of our electrical. And then we had some additional costs for running electrical to our lift station. And for our detention pond, there were some issues with the tile and some erosion out there. So we're going to incur some additional costs to get that back to square one.
This might be a good time to mention that yourself, Commissioner Embry, and Vice Chairman Jelasinski have paid very close attention to that project, and I appreciate that. Any other discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Embry,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Madam Clerk,
Chairman, that completes the work of the Finance and Administration Committee.
thank you. Commissioners, brings us to Criminal Justice and County Affairs Committee.
First item is a non-secure contract for residential services. Motion reads, move to approve the non-secure contract residential services between Isabella County Trial Court and McBride Quality Care for 1 year, October 1st, 2023 through September 30th, 2024, at a cost of $315,000, with portions of the contractual costs reimbursable through Child Care Fund, and authorized board chair to sign the same.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve the non-secure contract for residential services. Discussion.
We had trial court administrator Barry Curtis here, both in that subcommittee and at the work session to explain. They have had this program for over 20 years, and it's been kind of a gentleman's agreement where after the first contract, they just extended it, handshake or email. After an audit, they decided to go with formal contract. And so we have a 1 year contract here for the non-secure services, which are refundable at 50% by the state.
Very good. Any further discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, next up, contract for day treatment operation. The motion reads, move to approve the contract for the day treatment operations between Isabella County Trial Court, and McBride's Quality Care for 1 year, October 1st, 2023 through September 30th, 2024, at a total cost of $516,000, with 75% of the cost reimbursable through the Child Care Fund, and authorize the board chairman to sign the same.
Support.
It's been moved and supported to approve the contract for day treatment operations. Discussion.
Very similar to the previous one where it's a 1 year contract where there was none before. The change in this is the reimbursement rate at 75%. Last year it was at 50%. This is for day treatment and it's been going, they've been doing this program for about 20 years now, so.
Yep, I think that was one of the recommendations that came out of that juvenile task force was to up that reimbursement, but anyway, thank you to the state legislature for doing that because that will help us. Any further discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope. 7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Chairman, that completes the work of the Criminal Justice and County Affairs Committee.
Commissioners, brings us to Human Resources and Public Works Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We have one item tonight. It's change order number 2 from JBS Contracting Incorporated. The motion reads, move to approve change order number Contracting Incorporated in the amount of $6,783 for the Commission on Aging Pavilion Project, and authorize the board chair to sign the same.
Support.
It's been moved and supported to approve change order number 2 from JBS Contracting Incorporated. Discussion.
Okay, change order 2 regarding the pavilion, as Jennifer Crawford told us at our committee and at our work session, involves water and connection fees, along with a backflow preventer at the new meter as required by Union Township. And we were pleasantly surprised at the fees, what they ended up being. And as it says in the motion, this will be $6,783. And they're probably going to next week. It's amenable.
Yeah, any further discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Embry, Commissioner Jazinski. Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope. 7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
That completes the work of the Human Resources. Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Brings us down to general public comments. Is there anyone for general public comment? One, announcements, commissioners, any announcements? Yes, sir.
Looking forward to the holidays. I have brought apple butter for everyone who attended our regular session meeting that was made at home. So. Enjoy it over Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Wow.
Very nice. Any other announcements? I'll just say that as discussed in the work session, we've got a space leased and we're ready to move into it. While we abate and then put back together the administration building. So that process is moving right along. Along well, I would say so far. There's a lot of details to that. But so far it's gone quite well. So with that, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Support Embry.
And moved and supported. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
19.
Wow.